All right, for my advanced organizer for this week, I decided to do a Wordle and a screencast-o-matic of the internet resources that we had to look up. So, as you can tell, I have Abraham Lincoln, and I'll explain all these when I go through. Abraham Lincoln is right here. Classic English language learners, literature, disabilities, fun worksheets, games, hands-on activities. Let's see what other words do I have in here. I think it's pretty. Oh, interactive. So I chose my animal this week to be a crocodile. So, but anyway, let's go ahead and click down here and go into the websites. So the first thing that I'm going to talk about is on this read, write, think. When I was diving into this, I found this Abraham Lincoln Gettysburg Address in 1863, and this just is kind of showing you that what you can do, some websites you can go to, lesson plans for whatever grade you're going to be working with. So I really thought this was good. This website is really really great for a teacher to use, just because it has these excuse me, it has these lesson plans already planned out for you, and you can just go in there and look at them. There's podcasts over here that you can look at, text messages, different things like that. So it's a really good website. I would definitely suggest checking it out. And it really gets the students collaborating. You can use this as for your lesson plan. Next, right here, this is the Color in Colorado, excuse me. So this is basically just about English language learners. So I specifically went to Kentucky's English language learners website, and it just kind of shows you some facts. So we have a very big increase of English language learners in Kentucky since 2002, 2003, from 2012 to 2013. So in 10 years, we've jumped 219% in English language learners. So as a teacher, we need to know that this is a possibility for us to have English language learners in our classroom. So it has the state agency, English language learners website, just some great tools that we can use as resources. So next, I found this website, and this is just showing like worksheets. So you could do this for let's see, you could use this for as it says, you can do it for Dr. Seuss, single digit addition. You could do it for phonics, phonemes, different things like that. Vowels, you can go down here. You can do worksheets with coloring. You could do multiplication facts, all these different things. Silent E worksheets. These are great worksheets. But you can go up here. You can do games, workbooks, activities, lesson plans. There's tons of different activities on this website. Education.com. I would definitely suggest getting on here. You can sort it by popularity, highest rated, most recent, title, relevance, whatever you really want. So this is just a way that you can, instead of printing off worksheets or making your own, you could use these that are offered here. It's divided by grade, subject, extras, different things like that. Football and seasons, different things like that. Up here, this is the High Noon books, and I specifically went to this classic book section. So you have like Shakespeare and Timeless Classics. You have Frankenstein, The Invisible Man, comprehension workbooks, like all these different things that students would use. You could go over here. You could go with like basic phonic-based chapter books. You could go with high-interest fiction stories, reading programs and language games, graphic novels. So you just click on it. I'm going to specifically click on graphic novels. And it shows you history and biographies. It divides into categories. Graphic science, minimal text, different things like that. So this is great for students who may not be at the highest reading comprehension or reading fluency level. You go to minimal text graphic novels. So if they have a whole lot of, there's more pictures than there are text in the word or in the book. So over here, effective reading interventions for kids with learning disabilities. So over here, it kind of basically shows you a summary, and these are interactive links. So if you click on it, you can go to that part of the link in the article. So it's down here, different things like that. This is a great resource for kids with learning disabilities, specifically in reading, for them to use. So you could go through this, working with families, writing and spelling. There's a whole bunch of categories you can talk about with just specifically learning disabilities. So if you have a lot of students in your class with learning disabilities, I would definitely check out this this website right here. Starfall is more of a, this is going to be one of those places that you're going to go or send your students, like if they have like a free time and they're done with their activity. This is like an educational gaming site. So they can go like learning ABCs, learning to read, first grade mathematics. This is just a really good website to get them using their using or playing games, and they're not even realize that they're really learning, but they are. And then the final website that I really found interesting was the folderfund.com. So you can break this down into classes. It specifically just goes to 5th grade because not saying you can't do this in middle school or high school, but this is mostly going to be used for elementary school areas because you're not gonna find a lot of stations and different things like that at the high school level. But you can go down here, you can talk about this, or you can use this IXL math practice. This is a great tool. I've been on here before. I've not been on here today, but I've been on here before, and I've used this for my when I taught a 3rd grade classroom. I've used this with 3rd grade students, and they seem to really enjoy it. Really active games for the students to do. This is a great hands-on activity, and that's what we're trying to push, or that's what I'm really going to specifically try to push, is hands-on activities, because I want my students to be interactive with what they're using. So different things like that. I'm really going to probably use this website if I teach at the elementary level. We'll have to see how it all plans out, but this would be a great website, especially for doing hands-on activities with your students. So let's go back up here. So this is specifically just like I said, you can see how all these words that I've used have tied into what I've done with these from these websites. So these are just the ones that I've pulled. These are the ones that I found most interesting, but again, that doesn't mean that I'm right. You can get on any of these websites and find something else totally different, but this is what I did for my specific target interest, and I'm really interested in social studies. So that's why I went with the Abraham Lincoln thing earlier. But yep, that's my advanced organizer for the week, so thank you.